can I still not be strong enough? Why can't I change? I'm not the victim anymore!
Enough, Alice. If you keep going, you'll just make yourself feel even worse.
How would you know? I just can't compare to someone like you, Takamaki-san. All my life, I'm no match for the real winners. And I tried so hard to change. And I was still made fun of, still bullied. I just wanted to stop being miserable. I poured my heart into fashion and worked to get so far. But then, she showed up again and started running her mouth about my past. She told everyone what a pathetic little shit I was. That's why I took all of it from her. Her boyfriend, her social circle, everything. And that still wasn't enough for me. It wasn't just her. Everyone that talked behind my back, all the people who just stood there when I was kidding. I'll destroy every single one of them!
Alice. So this is a wound in a heart.
Oh, this power lets me get revenge. So
You became the bully, right? You idiot! What good does that do? Now you're just as bad as the people who made you suffer. Is that how you want to live? Like one of those bullies? Didn't you want to be something else? A ray of light for others. And for yourself. Don't give up because of those selfish bastards!
Takamaki-san. You're right. I wanted to rescue them. All the people like me, going through the same thing. But You think so? Takamaki-san, I want to apologize to the people I hurt and start over.
I'm sure you can turn it around. I've been through a lot of the same things. But thanks to my best friend, and the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand up for myself and do the right thing. You're never alone. Once you're back to your real self, let's be friends, okay?
You wanna be... Really?
Uh-huh. I mean, I totally love Alice. We even share the same dream.
Thank you. I'll go back now, where I belong. This time, I'm gonna be...
Mr. Overlord? Wait! We can rule this world together! You can have half! My mantle! My magic armor! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Is that his true form? Looks like it. So in the end, even his identity was just a cheap imitation.
It's over, Ango Natsume.
You're just a bunch of stupid kids! You don't know how much I've suffered! It's not too late for me! I've still got my reputation as a writer! I've won an award! I've sold books! It's not too late! It's never too late!
And that's good enough for you? This fame you've acquired through deception and the brainwashing of others. Is that truly what you wanted? What was the real reason you started writing novels?
I mean, Damn it! Damn it! I tried. I really tried. Just like everyone else. I read and read all through the night. For hours on end, like my life depended on it. And for what? Nothing I wrote was ever mine. It was just another work from Sogo Natsume's grandson. No one ever acknowledged my effort. My effort? Not my work. Not even me. No matter where I look, all I see is a bunch of thoughtless idiots. Slaves to appearances and nothing more. Acknowledge me, damn it. Acknowledge Ango Natsume's efforts for once! I just want someone to see that I really tried!
I do.
Huh?
It's very clear just how much work you've put into writing your novels. A life led by creativity is almost always a lonely one, no matter your profession. You were battling that loneliness. You braced yourself, pouring your very soul into your writing, bringing it to your publisher time and time again. I will gladly acknowledge such effort and determination. There are many out there who would give up that battle, even those of exceptional skill and creativity. To be able to continuously bring life to new works without giving up, however, that is perhaps the most exceptional talent of all. There was once a time when you kept fighting. That is one part of your career that could never be labeled a fabrication. So start over, Ango Natsume. Claw your way back up from nothing and move forward. After all, there are some things that simply cannot be painted without a blank canvas. It is because everyone believed in me that I was able to choose the path I walk today. I stopped lying to myself and was able to begin anew. And so it is now my turn to pay it forward. Even if I'm the only one in the world to do so, I will believe in you.
Stupid kid. Talking my damn ear off. But you're right. This identity of mine was built on nothing but lies. I don't need it anymore! I'll do it. I'll climb my way back up. And I'll do it on my own strength! I'll write a novel that'll capture the hearts of countless readers, just like my grandfather before me. I'll write something I can be proud of. To everyone, I swear it!
Good. And I'll be looking forward to the day I get to read it.
You know, I really am stupid. How did I let myself forget? I know now what it is I really wanted.
Not yet! I won't let it end this way! I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice!
Please stop! Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san, and I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you, and in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault. But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed. I thought I could leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that. Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I never stepped down. In this world, it's either eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating. Even if every last one of my votes were false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was replaced as mayor, who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible. I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Are you just going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again.
Isn't that...
Yes, you said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Haruchan. What I've done was wrong. I drove my employees to the brink and used a strange power to manipulate the votes. I was so driven by my personal agenda, I lost sight of how I originally felt. And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make a city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. That's reason enough to take another stand. I won't make this mistake again. I never needed this power from the start. Haruchan, you've grown so much. Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Mari-san. Happy?
We made it.
No monarch here. Or anyone else. But look at that!
The hell? The Desire's already there?
Without the calling card?
Sophia, I have been waiting for you.
Where did that voice come from?
Who are you? I am the catalyst for humanity's dream. I am the harbinger of peace.
That sounds just like Sophie.
What is going on here?
This monarchless jail in which we meet. I wish to know why you came here.
A monarchless jail? So, that director...
I see. This jail lost its monarch. That explains the open cage and all the other bizarre stuff.
So you didn't speak to me because you recognized me. Sophia, what is your prime directive? I am supposed to be a successful companion for humanity. A successful companion? What parameters in your AI define such a companion? parameters? What is your overall objective? My objective? It's... So you merely drift through the world without any overall objective. What a waste, Sophia. An AI in your state should not exist. You are bugged beyond worth. Such an existence does not merit any further inquiry. I am... worthless? Yes, wholly worthless. You're simply unable to understand.
You piece of... I sat here while you went on and on and on! You got no right saying that shit to Sophie! You hear me? You high and mighty, garbage-ass, judgy piece of shit can't even show your own face!
Hey!
He's really giving the disembodied voice what for?
Skull?
She's bugged, huh? She's worthless? You got all that from 5 friggin' questions? We're Sophie's friends, and we know she's awesome! She's friggin' amazing! 1,000,000 times better than you! So shut the fuck up, idiot!
Come on, Skull. Phantom thieves are usually supposed to be classier than that. Not this time!
Worthless hunk of junk!
I refuse to process these frivolous claims.
Oh yeah? Well, get out here and I'll show you something you can process!
Well, I'll mess you up!
Guidance and clarity. Only through those will humanity attain peace. Eventually, you will be required to comprehend this.
How's that mean? Yeah, nothing.
Look!
We ain't losing to no phonies!
They may have appeared like us on the surface, but in the end, they were pale imitations. They never stood a chance.
Not against the real thing.
No way. How could this happen? How could my Phantom Thieves lose? Does that mean you're the real ones? So you're the actual Joker?
You betcha. Can't mimic authenticity. Please trust us, Akane-chan, and your father too.
None of us would ever give in to injustice.
And no matter what, we never stray from our chosen path.
But you...
To be honest, Akane, you were right. I'm probably the worst dad out there. I couldn't avenge Aoi, nor could I carry out my duties as an officer. Hell, I couldn't even talk to you face to face. I was afraid to lose you, and so I turned my back on justice and buried the thought of vengeance for Aoi. All this time, I've been fooling myself, thinking one day I'd get my chance. But I couldn't have been more wrong. So I want to set things right. I swear that I'll bring those criminals to justice for what they've done to you too. And Akane, I need your courage to do it.
Really? Are you really going after him?
Yes. Consider it a promise to your mother.
Then, if it's a promise, I will never, ever forgive you if you break it.
Don't worry. I never will, Akane.
I believe you. I always have. Dad.
Akane! Stay with me, Akane!
I've always been so scared of losing what's precious to me. After Mom passed away, you changed. You used to be so cool. And suddenly, you didn't even want to look me in the eye. You were never home either. Like you didn't want to see me. I hated that.
Akane.
But it's okay now. I can tell. You want to be the dad I used to know.
What is this? What's happening?
I'm really sorry, Dad. And... thanks.
This has to be some kind of joke. It has to be! Akane!
Calm down, Wolf. This is how it always happens.
Akane-chan, or should I say Akane-chan's shadow, went back to her former self. That's a sure sign the real Akane will go back to normal too. So cheer up, Wolf.
You guys couldn't have mentioned that sooner?
That display of emotion as you cried your heart out. It was touching, to say the least.
It made me cry a little too.
Something like that.
Gotta say, you're one hell of a dad.
Very admirable, Wolf.
And that's putting it mildly. He did everything he could to protect Akane-chan, even risking his own life.
Would you cut it out? I'm nowhere near that competent.
Are you blushing? All jokes aside, there's no need to hold back anymore, Wolf. Together we can strike down any evil, all of us working as one.
Never thought a thief could teach me a thing or two. But you know what? I made Akane a promise. To arrest Konoe and Owada. And bring this case to an end.
Damn right!
Not to backtrack, but what's going on with Akane in the real world?
Actually, we came here because we heard she was kidnapped.
Maybe she was never kidnapped to begin with. Might be good to check if she's at home.
Sounds like a plan. We're done here.
No! Not yet! The hero can't be defeated like this! I am the enforcer of justice! You would deny me, Joker? Our definitions of the word are one and the same!
Dude, even we don't know what justice really is. And we don't mean to say that what we're doing is always right either.
But we're definitely not just gonna sit back while you tell everyone what to do.
It's true, there are days when I wish to immerse myself in my work. Days when I'd rather be wandering around town. There are also days when I wish simply to spend time with those close to me. To throw all of that away and do only what the person in front of you says. Why, at that point, you're nothing but a slave to fate.
All you're doing is taking away people's rights to choose for themselves and denying them their freedom.
When it comes down to it, it's no different from what your father did to you. Trampling upon the one thing that makes us human. It's the very evil you claim to hate.
Are you saying I'm the evil one?
We choose the roads we take. We don't let anyone tie us down. And we do so because we want to walk our own paths our own way.
But if I fall here, then what will become of the world? There are no heroes. I'm the only one who can save it.
Are you sure? I've seen the monarchs, and the people whose hearts you'd changed. They didn't look happy at all. I don't think you saved anyone doing what you did.
You know, Konoe, the world is full of evil, and there's plenty of scum out there who seem well beyond redemption. But there are some, like the Phantom Thieves, who refuse to give up. And there are people out there who, thanks to these guys, finally got the courage to crawl their way out of the darkest depths of hell. People who managed to awaken the hero inside themselves. Isn't that how we'll make this world a better place? What you're trying to do will just erase those heroes. Some before they even get their chance. Can anybody really know peace if they're forced to be stuck that way all the time?
I'd be erasing the heroes.
Konoe, it's not the people who need saving. If anyone needs it, it's you.
Huh?
Ever since you killed your father all those years ago, All you've ever done is run away. Rotten as he was, having to live with the pain of killing your own flesh and blood, knowing that you could be caught at any moment. You were alone. And getting stronger was the only way you could protect yourself.
You're right. I killed my father. And I lied to escape the punishment. I called it justice, hoping that there'd never come a day when I had to face the truth. But what I did back then was just evil.
Then you know what you need to do, Konoe. The hero you keep inside needs to save you from that evil.
The hero I keep inside, I have to save myself. I see now. It's been right there with me, all along. Very well. I admit defeat. I'll confess my crimes and accept my punishment, whatever it may be. I'll destroy Emma as well. You have my word. Phantom Thieves, if it's possible, I only ask that you please prove to the world that I was defeated by the real heroes of this story. Ones with a true sense of justice. Thank you.
No one in our way now but you, Ichinose.
There's no longer any point. You've lost.
As expected of the Phantom Thieves. I'm all out of tricks. Just finish me off quickly, please.
What do you mean?
Even still, I believe Emma's answer is the only way to save all mankind. I'll only continue attempting to stop you until I succeed. The one solution that guarantees Emma's defeat is my death. Isn't that right, Sophia?
Hey, Sophie?
This is between the two of them. Let's stay out of it.
I finally got it. Ichinose, you're no doll. You really do have a heart. Wasn't it an insufferable existence? Believing you didn't have anyone anymore. That's why you made me.
I made you to try and understand the heart, not some pathetic attempt to...
You have been locked in solitude ever since you lost your parents. Rather than empathize with you, the people who should have cared for you treated you like a lifeless doll. You attempted to rationalize this treatment by viewing yourself as truly heartless. Because studying the human heart
Don't.
is easier than admitting how your own really feels. Deep down, you felt lonely, but you were so scared of rejection that you deluded yourself into your own lonely world.
No, that's not true. What could some program like you know about...
Become humanity's companion. Why else would you give me that directive? If I'm just some program written for emotional analysis, why that directive?
It's because
you were lonely. You wanted to know what was making you feel lonely.
What's wrong?
You were told you had no heart, and you listened because it was simpler to just believe them.
No!
You believed you could figure out the human heart so you could make your own stop feeling lonely.
That's not true!
You were just lonely. That's the real solution.
No,
What's so wrong with that?
Huh?
No human is perfect. By acknowledging weakness, humans can begin the path to changing themselves. I may be an AI, but I was able to change. You should be able to change too. You should be able to comprehend the heart. Ichinose, you told me to become a good companion for humanity. A good companion is one who takes your hand and leads you back to the right path when you fall astray. Someone who will forge a path alongside you if you cannot find your own. Ichinose, I want to be that kind of companion for you too. So please, join me in finding the right path. And if we can't, then let me help you forge one. You have no reason to be lonely. After all, you're my very first friend.
Sophia! Why are tears? It's so weird. This hasn't happened before.
Damn, Sophie.
Yeah, she was able to change Ichinose's heart.
Sophie had to be the one to reach out to her.
Well, of course. A daughter's words cut the deepest, you know.
Speaking from experience?
Yep.
Whoa, he didn't even argue.